What is binding? Huh? Resolving function call with function body is called as binding. Resolving function call with function body is called as binding. What does that mean? Yeah. Suppose we have a method display somewhere. There's a code in that. And from some main function, we call it. Well, by what syntax we call and all those, this is not important. This is in general I'm talking about, in general, not related to Java, not necessarily Java. In general, there is a function, there's a function where code is there and we are calling that. So, you know, this is called as function definition and this is called as function call or invocation. Call ही बोलेंगे चलो, function call. Now what do you mean by binding? Look at that wording again. Resolving function call with the function body is called as binding. What does that mean? When you call this method, for this call, which body should be executed? For this call, which body should be executed? That is called as binding. Bolo, समझ गए?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because what happens, you know, sometimes, not every time, not with everyone. Some people try to memorize that definition, resolving function call with the function body. But if the question is asked, please explain with the example, they are not able to explain. So for this call, which body will get executed? That is called as binding. How many types of binding are there? There are two types of binding, early binding and late binding, not to be confused with eager resolution and lazy resolution. That day we learned eager resolution and lazy resolution is all about class loading, reference type. But this is early binding and late binding. That means resolving function call with the function body at what time? That will be early binding and late binding. So early binding means resolving function call with function body at compile time. So that means when compiler decides that for this call, which function body should be used, when compiler decides that, it is called as early binding. And that happens in a language known as C programming. So C programming may always we have early binding. But then what do you mean by late binding? Late binding means resolving function call with the function body at runtime. At runtime, it will be decided for a function call which body will be used. That will be decided at runtime. And that happens in case of object-oriented programming languages like C++, Java, C#. And that is also called as dynamic polymorphism or runtime polymorphism. Okay. So late binding means resolving function call with the function body at runtime, not at compile time. So have a look at this note and then we'll go ahead. Let me know if you have any doubt in this note.
Sir, which one is better?
Which one is better? ऐसे नहीं है. Pros and cons are there.
ये रे ये जब पुता नहीं क्या?
देखो.
सर वो दिन पेट भर गया मैं. वो दिन फुल हो गया एकदम खास से.
Early binding is faster, but rigid. There's no flexibility. That method might call, that method might call, that method might call. ऐसे नहीं है. Method which will be called is fixed. So faster, but no flexibility. Rigid. Late binding happens at runtime. So runtime, the decision is taken which method will be called. So slow, obviously slow, but flexibility is there. This method may be called, this method may be called, this method may be called. Start method may be called on car also. Start method can be called on two-wheeler also. Start method can be called on three-wheeler also. Flexibility is there. So pros and cons are there. Yeah.
सर एग्जांपल क्या होगा?
So basically it comes under
एक मिनट
overriding.
क्वेश्चन पूछा है. हाँ, एग्जाम्पल क्या होगा? कौन सा? लेट बाइंडिंग है ना? हाँ, आई एम कमिंग टू दैट. पहले अभी समझ लो नहीं है, ये चीज समझ लो. बाइंडिंग, या
hello sir. So basically it's come under overriding.
हाँ हाँ, आई एम कमिंग टू दैट पॉइंट.
Sir, late binding means compile time polymorphism, no? What you
नहीं
said?
नहीं. Late binding, runtime polymorphism.
Sorry, early one. Early binding.
Early binding is compile time polymorphism. मत बोलो. Let me tell you all.
Okay, sir.
But ठीक है, some sites they are saying, some books they are saying early binding means compile time polymorphism. You don't say, you just say early binding. Huh? Okay, at the time of interview, if company interview, if that interviewer asks you what is compile time polymorphism, so you explain early binding. उसको मत बोलो compile time polymorphism ऐसे कुछ होता नहीं है. हाँ? Don't hurt his ego. उसका ego hurt मत करो. But polymorphism in real sense is dynamic polymorphism or runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism ऐसे नहीं बोलते. But if the person says, दूसरा interviewer, उसको wrong मत बोलो. You explain early binding. That is my advice to all of you.
Okay, sir.
Now this early binding happens in C programming. Early binding happens in object-oriented programming also. But object-oriented programming में late binding is given more importance. Late binding का ज़्यादा use है because it is flexible. So let me just give you information, just for your information. C++ में in C++, if you want to perform late binding, then what is important? Class base and उसमें virtual method चाहिए compulsory. And class sub, अभी मैं extends ही लिखता हूँ because you all know extends syntax, but extends is not a keyword in C++. You need not understand any C++ keyword. I'm just give you one example. I'm giving you example. Base. यहाँ पे point है virtual method, void display. So in C++ this is overriding. Again, this is called as which method? Concept same. Let it be any programming language. Overridden. And this is overriding. From the day one you start using these terminologies, overridden and overriding method. So in C++, if you want to perform late binding, overriding has to be done, and for overriding virtual keyword is compulsory. Virtual keyword is compulsory. But in Java, comparative study, in Java, if you want to perform late binding, there is no virtual keyword. By default, methods are virtual. By default, methods are virtual in Java. By default, methods are virtual in Java. There is no virtual keyword. Always remember that. That is one difference between C++ and Java. In C++, if you want to go for overriding, base class method has to be virtual. But in Java, there's no virtual keyword. By default, methods are virtual. So here, in our example, the example looks very simple, but there is a concept. When you say s1.display, what do you think? It is early binding or late binding? Now you know binding concept. So wherever call is there, it has to be decided which definition will be used for that call. Binding has to be there, but it will be early binding or late binding.
Late.
Early bind.
Nahin. Always remember one thing. In Java, when you are in Java, na, by default in Java, late binding is there.
Okay.
Java people, they have given importance to late binding from the beginning itself, because late binding is flexible. Yes, they agreed that at the cost of performance, but they have given importance to late binding. So in Java, by default, late binding is there. What does that mean? Now I will explain you s1.display. When s1.display is encountered, what happens? s1.display. In a separate node, it is given what is the role played by compiler. Now you know one misconception is there, that late binding means during runtime. Agreed. During runtime, it will be decided which method will be called. So one misconception is there about late binding, that compiler does not play any role. Wrong. Compiler plays, in fact, a very, very important role in case of late binding. What role compiler plays? Listen. What role compiler play? What role compiler plays in the above case? So compiler will check S1 type. What is S1 type? Tell me. S1 type in our example.
Reference type.
Reference type.
Reference type ठीक है. Reference
Override.
type, but
Sub1.
Yes. It is sub1. यहाँ पे. So compiler will check whether display method is there in sub1. If yes, if no, I'm writing. If no, if it is not there, and by mistake you have written s1.display. If no, it will give error. That display is not there in sub1. If yes, then compiler will not say that particular method will be called. No, this is late binding, remember. Then compiler will check whether it is accessible. If no, again compiler will say method is there but not accessible. Suppose that method is private, so you can access. It will give error. Compiler will write if yes, If accessible, compiler will write instruction for runtime to follow. So compiler will not say that particular method should be called, because this is late binding, not early binding. But compiler will write instruction for runtime to follow. And what is that instruction? That instruction is check the content of S1 and invoke display of that content object. Now, you know, type and content both are different. Type and content both are different. What do you mean by type? Just now all of you give answer.
Class.
S1 ka type is sub1. But content means where S1 refers to.
Class.
Where S1 refers to object. But kiska object? Whose object S1 refers to?
Sub1.
Sub1. So in this case, both type and content are same. S1 ka type sub1 hai and S1 refers to sub1. But that can be different. That example will come. Always remember, type and content may differ. Type and content may differ. Here they are same. Here S1's type is sub1 and where S1 points to or refers to is sub1 ka object. So during runtime, what will happen? During runtime, compiler has done his job. Compiler has done his job. Compiler has written instruction for runtime to follow. Now during runtime, what will happen? Content of S1 will be checked. Bolo, content of S1 kya hai? Content of S1 is sub1 ka object. So display of sub1 will be called. So display of sub1 will be called. Have a look at this note again. Take your own time to read how it is late binding and what role compiler plays. Okay, we should not have that misconception that late binding means compiler does not play any role. No, rather compiler plays a very, very important role. And these points will be repeated a number of times in Java now, henceforth. To the extent that you will say, "Bas ho gaya." Kitni baar bolenge? Whatever I have written, whatever you are reading, these points will be repeated again and again.
Sir, please can you explain the point G?
G. S1.display, compiler will check display is there in sub, yes. Is it accessible? Accessible. If display is private in sub, then compiler will give error. You can't call private method. But if display is accessible, say it is protected or default or public, compiler will write instruction for runtime to follow. See, compiler has not finalized that display of sub should be called. No, that depends on content where S1 refers to. So wherever S1 refers to, that object ka display should be called, and that compiler does not know, because that can happen at runtime. S1 ka content will be resolved at runtime. So compiler writes instruction for runtime to follow. Mr. Runtime, now you check what is the content of S1, and accordingly you call the display. That's why it is called as late binding.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And the same across all programming languages. C, koi bhi language lo, C++, Java, C#, everywhere this concept is same. Everywhere compiler ka role is same.
Hello, sir. Sir, means that during the compile time, this instruction that the compiler is sending, in the compile time, it does it on its own without sending the instruction, right? In the compile time.
You mean early binding?
Yeah. In the early
Ah.
binding. Like,
early binding में compiler decides, okay, you are calling this function of that class should be called. Fixed.
okay, understood. Thanks.
Nothing during runtime. Runtime पे just execution.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can you once again explain the instruction? The last one, check the content of S1.
Last instruction or first instruction? कौन सा instruction? Last or first?
Sir,
G और A?
सर नहीं जो लास्ट में जो हमने लिखा ना एंडिंग में वो कंटेंट और टाइप हाँ नहीं सर उसके नीचे नहीं एंड वाला हाँ
चेक द कंटेंट ऑफ S1 वही ना
हाँ सर
हाँ तो कंटेंट क्या होता है ना वो समझ लो पहले whenever you look at any reference जब भी आप कोई किसी रेफरेंस को देखते हो ना तो उसकी दो चीजें होती है it has got type and it has got content. Type means जो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में लिखा है वही टाइप है and the type remains same forever. टाइप चेंज नहीं होने वाला but content में change. Someone just let me give you that idea itself. Someone S1 refers to sub1 object. So content of S1 is sub1 का object. But I said that in some cases or in most of the cases, type and content they differ. So S1 का content कुछ और भी हो सकता है. Correct? Type remains same forever.
Okay, sir, got it.
Yeah.
So sir, you means sub1 का reference base class का भी object hold कर सकता है?
नहीं उल्टा. Child का reference कभी भी parent के object को hold नहीं कर सकता. Parent का reference child के object को. तो 4-wheeler के reference में car का object भी हो सकता है, truck का object भी हो सकता है, bus का object भी हो सकता है. Correct? हाँ. उल्टा नहीं. That example will come. अभी उसके लिए टाइम है. ओके ये कंपाइलर का रोल समझ गए. हाँ बोलो.
If we create second new object, then S1 sub1.
हाँ.
Okay, then we have another content.
मतलब कैसे स्टेटमेंट बोलो ना.
Sub1 S2 equals to new sub1.
Sub1 S2 is equal to new sub1. करेक्ट. ठीक है. गुड.
Means we have another.
अभी we will revise करते हैं. But अभी no need to look at any note. हाँ. Straight away revise करते हैं. अभी यहाँ पे क्या होगा. हाँ. जैसे मैं रिवाइज करता हूँ वैसे ही आप लोगों को रिवाइज करना है during your revision. ये when compiler comes here, for compiler S2 belongs to sub1. Compiler will check whether display is there in sub1. Yes. Whether display is accessible. बोलो कौन सा accessibility है? Default. Can I call from main?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. यहाँ पे accessibility बहुत clear है सबकी. ऐसे मैं assume करके चलता हूँ. हाँ. Yes. So it is accessible. अभी इन सारे questions का yes answer मिला. So what compiler does? Compiler writes instruction for runtime to follow. What instruction compiler writes for runtime? Please check during runtime. Please check the content of S2 and invoke display of that content object. अभी during runtime क्या होगा? S2 का content क्या है? sub1. तो sub1 का display करो. Clear?
Yes, sir.
ऐसे ही रिवाइज करो. हाँ. Because I will expect that thing from you in my viva or presentation जो भी है. ऐसे ही I will expect. अगर ऐसे explanation नहीं दोगे तो I will not give you marks.
Hello, sir.
हाँ बोलो.
So can you explain with the parent table? I mean, you said na that parent table holds the content of a child table.
या वो आएगा एग्जांपल. इसके लिए इतने सारे एग्जांपल्स हैं. धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ेंगे, फास्ट नहीं जाएंगे. हाँ,
Okay.
आएगा डेफिनेटली. उस पे तो पूरा जावा है, पूरा जावा उसी पे तो है. पेरेंट का क्लास पूरा जावा ही नहीं, मोस्ट ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस पेरेंट के रेफरेंस में चाइल्ड का ऑब्जेक्ट, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. तो फोर व्हीलर का रेफरेंस कभी कार को पॉइंट करेगा, कभी बस को करेगा, कभी ट्रक को करेगा. कहाँ पे करेगा उसका मेथड कॉल होगा, स्टार्ट मेथड. सो मेनी एग्जांपल्स कैन बी टेकन. तो आराम से आगे बढ़ेंगे. हाँ बोलो.
सर हियर यू आर सेइंग दैट S1 type of S1 is sub1.
Yes.
Correct. Can you define the type here? What is type?
अच्छा, टाइप वर्ड से कंफ्यूज हो गई क्या? ठीक है, देखो एकदम फंडामेंटल. इंट के लिखता हूं तो के का टाइप क्या हुआ? इंट 1. स्ट्रिंग एस लिखता हूं तो एस का टाइप क्या हुआ? बराबर. तो जैसे ही मैं sub1 S1 लिखता हूं तो S1 का टाइप क्या हुआ? sub1. इतना सिंपल है. एंड टाइप रिमेन्स सेम फॉर एवर. टाइप रिमेन्स सेम फॉर एवर. हाँ, अभी यहाँ पे भी देखो के, समझो के में के के अंदर में डाल रहा हूँ 10 वैल्यू, तो कंटेंट क्या हुआ? के का 10 हुआ.
10.
थोड़ी देर के बाद मैं बोलता हूँ के इज इक्वल टू 20. अभी कंटेंट क्या हुआ? 20. टाइप चेंज हुआ क्या? नहीं ना, कंटेंट चेंज होता रहेगा ना. तो स्ट्रिंग एस में जैसे मैं डाल रहा हूँ अभी एस इज इक्वल टू हेलो, तो कंटेंट हो गया हेलो. एस का टाइप है स्ट्रिंग, वो तो सेम ही रहने वाला है फॉर एवर. एस इज इक्वल टू थोड़ी देर के बाद वेलकम. वेलकम हो गया. करेक्ट. तो वो है टाइप.
So basically contents are changing but type is remaining.
Type remains same forever. Forever. उसके लास्ट स्टेज तक वो टाइप सेम रहेगा.
It means disp is content.
Well, what?
Disp method is a content.
Display method is not content. देखो एक मिनट, अभी यहाँ पे S1 है ना, S1 रेफरेंस करेक्ट ऑन दिस टाइम. And S1 refers to that object. अभी S1 का S1 has got two things, type और दूसरा content. टाइप क्या है? We have said sub1 S1 ना.
Yes.
तो टाइप है sub1. जैसे आपने डिक्लेयर किया है वो टाइप होता है. एंड कंटेंट वेयर डज इट रेफर टू? इट रेफर्स टू sub1 का ऑब्जेक्ट. तो यहाँ पे कंटेंट इज ऑल्सो sub1. बट आई रिपीट अगेन, टाइप एंड कंटेंट मे डिफर. ठीक है, अभी क्लियर है? कंटेंट डिस्प्ले नहीं है, कंटेंट ऑब्जेक्ट है. तो जो भी ऑब्जेक्ट है उसका डिस्प्ले कॉल होगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज लेट बाइंडिंग.
डिफरेंट कंटेंट वाला एग्जांपल है हमारे पास आगे,
है ना?
ओके.
इसके लिए तो इतने एग्जांपल्स है ना. हाँ, अभी आगे धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे. नाउ बिफोर वी गो अहेड, one more thing we have to refer from day 3, and that is